In recent weeks, the United States has been grappling with a series of devastating weather events. California, in particular, has experienced several challenges, as massive waves and powerful flooding breached sea walls and ravaged the coastline, resulting in widespread destruction of buildings and numerous injuries. The incident has garnered extensive coverage on news outlets and prompted several conversations across social media platforms. What triggered this disaster that lasted for several days, and what measures can be taken to alleviate its impact? Join us as we explore what just happened in California that has shocked authorities. In February 2019, something absolutely shocking happened in Monterey County, California. It was the Salinas Valley floods, and the catastrophic weather event wreaked havoc on the agricultural and urban areas of the Salinas Valley. The floodwaters caused widespread destruction, damaged infrastructure, submerged farmland, and made transportation a real mess. To make matters worse, many residents had to evacuate their homes, and the agricultural industry suffered serious economic losses. The whole incident gained national recognition, and experts in water management from all over the country flocked to the scene. They had a good look at the impact and concluded that the floods were mainly a result of heavy rainfall in the region. The devastating event was a combination of intense rainfall and already saturated soil, which caused excessive runoff. And the local drainage systems just couldn't handle it all, leading to the widespread flooding we witnessed. Of course, steps were taken to prevent similar incidents in the future. They put up some new structures and implemented measures to better manage water flow and mitigate the risk of future flooding. But now, an even more devastating incident has unfolded along the California coastline. It's caught the attention of the entire nation, and everyone's on the edge of their seats to find out what just happened. So, keep watching to find out everything about the treacherous waves challenging California's calm waters. The recent onslaught of massive waves along the California coastline has caused absolute chaos and disorder. These unusual conditions have resulted in a series of dramatic events, including daring water rescues, cars being swept away by the powerful surf, and injuries sustained by mesmerized spectators. As a consequence of these immense waves, authorities have been forced to shut down beaches all along the California coast as a precautionary measure. The sheer magnitude of the surf, often exceeding heights of 20 feet, has made it too dangerous for beachgoers to venture into the water. The impact of these powerful waves goes way beyond just ruining beach fun. Streets, homes, and businesses have been flooded and devastated. Ventura County has been hit particularly hard, with waves crashing through seawalls and sweeping parked cars into critical intersections. First responders have had their work cut out for them, dealing with the mayhem caused by these displaced vehicles. Fire Captain Brian McGrath, speaking to CNN affiliate TNLA, highlighted the extent of the damage, mentioning flooding in a local hotel that caused havoc in all of its ground floor rooms. The relentless assault of high water and risky rip currents has besieged a vast stretch of the West Coast, ranging from Southern California to Oregon. These adverse conditions are attributed to a series of robust storms making landfall from the Pacific Ocean. Coastal communities are grappling with the aftermath, emphasizing the vulnerability of these areas to the powerful forces of nature. While the threat of hazards was anticipated to diminish for residents in Northern California, the coastal regions of Central and Southern California continue to face the relentless onslaught of extreme surf. Predictions suggest that in some impacted areas, the waves could reach a towering height of about 25 feet. However, the severity increases significantly in California's Bay Area, where certain waves may surge to an astonishing 40 feet, comparable to the size of a telephone pole. Additional waves ranging between 28 to 33 feet are also expected, contributing to the hazardous conditions along the coastline. The coastal regions of southern Oregon are not exempt from the turbulent weather, as they, too, are anticipated to experience robust surf and high winds. High surf warnings have been issued for the affected areas, remaining in effect through Saturday morning, with projected waves between 20 and 25 feet. The spectacle of these powerful waves has captivated curious onlookers and adventurous surfers, drawn to the intriguing display of nature's force. Local authorities and officials urge individuals to exercise caution and avoid venturing into the water or visiting the beaches. The prevailing conditions pose a significant risk to life, emphasizing the need for adherence to safety advisories. While the allure of massive waves may be tempting, the potential dangers associated with such conditions highlight the importance of prioritizing personal safety and heeding the guidance provided by local authorities. As the coastal areas grapple with the ongoing impact of these extreme surf conditions, the overarching concern for public safety remains paramount. The delicate balance between the natural fascination with powerful waves and the imperative to prioritize well-being reflects the ongoing challenge of managing the intersection between human curiosity and the unpredictable forces of nature. The National Weather Service in Los Angeles has issued a stern warning regarding the safety of beaches, piers, and vulnerable harbors. According to their advisory, these areas should not be considered safe due to the heightened risk posed by extreme surf conditions. The gravity of the situation prompted Ventura County officials to take decisive action by closing all beaches through New Year's Eve. This proactive measure responds to the looming threat of waves reaching an imposing height of 15 to 20 feet, expected to pound the coastline relentlessly until Saturday evening. The closure of beaches in Ventura County is a prudent step to mitigate potential hazards associated with the substantial waves. The decision is a commitment to public safety, recognizing the significant risks posed by the formidable surf conditions. The closure extends to popular beach destinations in Hermosa, Manhattan, and Palos Verdes, which are anticipated to experience the most extreme surf on Saturday, putting them at heightened risk for significant coastal flooding. In light of the escalating conditions, an evacuation warning has been issued for residents in specific areas around the Pacific Coast Highway in Ventura County. This strategic move aims to safeguard individuals residing in vulnerable zones directly impacted by the high surf. The fire department, tasked with ensuring the community's well-being, announced this evacuation warning as part of their proactive efforts to address the evolving situation. The dynamic nature of the ocean, coupled with powerful weather patterns, shows the need for vigilance and preparedness in coastal communities. The decision to close beaches and issue evacuation warnings reflects a collective commitment to minimizing risks and prioritizing the safety of residents and visitors. As the region braces for the impact of substantial waves, these measures serve as a crucial reminder of the imperative to remain attentive to weather advisories and adhere to official guidance for public safety. But that's not all. The situation along the California coast witnessed a significant development on Saturday afternoon as the earlier warnings were lifted. The vigilant efforts of Ventura first responders were evident, with approximately 10 people successfully rescued on the second day of the flood. These dedicated responders played a crucial role in ensuring the safety of individuals facing challenges amid the tumultuous conditions. A genuinely fascinating and soulful incident happened amidst the terrifying incident in California. 2 beachgoers emerged as unsung heroes by aiding in the rescue efforts. Their quick and selfless actions included pulling a struggling lifeguard out of the water. Having ventured into the ocean to rescue a person near the pier, these lifeguards found themselves in a dangerous situation. The assistance provided by the vigilant beachgoers played a pivotal role in ensuring the lifeguards' safe return to shore. Authorities have issued stern warnings and implemented proactive measures to ensure public safety. Evacuation warnings and beach closures have been implemented to mitigate the risks associated with the substantial waves. It is crucial for individuals to exercise caution, adhere to safety advisories, and prioritize personal safety. What was the impact of this extreme weather condition? And what are experts saying about it? The initial round of severe surf during the first day of the flooding brought to light the unpredictable nature of the ocean's response to powerful weather patterns. A massive wave, carrying significant force, swept away nearly 20 people and crashed into a beach barrier where onlookers had gathered in the Pierpont area of Ventura Beach. The impact was so intense that 8 individuals sustained injuries and had to be transported to the hospital for medical treatment. Colin Hogg's video footage captured a terrifying and apocalyptic scene as people desperately tried to navigate the chaos and escape the towering wave crashing over the barrier. Hogg described the experience as nothing short of terrifying, emphasizing the sheer force and urgency of the situation. The footage vividly illustrates the rapid advancement of seawater, sweeping people off their feet and creating a scene of pandemonium. Cars attempting to evade the onslaught were battered by the relentless waves as the towering wave crashed over the barrier. Witnesses reported a frenzied atmosphere, with people yelling and screaming, driven by the instinct to run as fast as possible from the advancing danger. The urgency of the situation was palpable, and Hogg's video provides a vivid account of the challenges faced by those caught in the midst of this natural upheaval. This extreme weather event was fueled by storms that not only generated massive waves, but also brought rain and wind to California, marking the third consecutive day of flooding. The impact of the storms extended beyond the coastal areas, with rain and wind affecting various regions of the state. As morning arrived, the rain shifted inland and swept across Southern California, gradually weakening as it moved over the Rocky Mountains in the following days. Inland areas experienced the consequences of the weather system, with a wintry mix forecasted for central and eastern California. Projections indicate the potential for significant snowfall, exceeding a foot in high elevation crests and peaks, while lower elevation mountain areas may see between 6 to 12 inches. This multifaceted weather phenomenon highlights the diverse challenges posed by storms, encompassing coastal flooding, heavy rainfall, and mountainous snowfall, contributing to a significant and impactful meteorological event. The massive waves in California were caused by a combination of factors, as explained by meteorologist Richard Thompson from the National Weather Service in Los Angeles. The current situation is a result of the convergence of various elements, primarily the interaction between a storm and elevated tides. This combination significantly amplifies the impact on the coastal regions. The storm, located hundreds of miles from San Luis Obispo County's coastline, generated powerful hurricane-force winds. These winds play a crucial role in propelling ocean water forcefully toward California, resulting in a colossal swell and exceptionally high surf along the shoreline. The magnitude of the waves is particularly pronounced due to the storm's influence on redirecting ocean water, causing the waves to crash closer to the shore than usual. Adding to the severity of the situation is a high tide measuring approximately 6.5 feet. This elevated tide level further contributes to the proximity of the crashing waves, heightening the risk and impact along the coast. Recognizing the gravity of these conditions, the National Weather Service took decisive action by issuing both a high surf warning and a coastal flooding warning. These warnings covered areas of the Central Coast and were set to be in effect from Thursday through Saturday evening. The advisory issued by the Weather Service is an important component of public safety measures, urging people to exercise caution and avoid beaches during this period of heightened risk. The waves, forecasted to reach impressive heights between 15 to 25 feet, necessitate a proactive approach to safeguard individuals from the dangers of the surging surf. As communities along the Central Coast face these challenging conditions, the insights provided by meteorologist Richard Thompson emphasize the meteorological elements contributing to the current scenario. The storm's influence on ocean dynamics and the simultaneous occurrence of high tides underscore the unpredictable nature of coastal weather patterns, demanding a vigilant and responsive approach to ensure the safety of residents and visitors alike. Keep watching to find out the rare event that several experts point to as a potential factor that has resulted in the recent shocking incident in California. The current surge in surf conditions along California's coast could be influenced by hot sea surface temperatures in the equatorial Pacific Ocean, indicating a potentially significant El Niño event. Meteorologists characterize this El Niño event as historically strong. The impact of the warming trend in the Pacific Ocean has far-reaching consequences, creating conditions favorable for the development of powerful storms. El Niño events are known for their association with increased storm activity, and the current warmth in the equatorial Pacific has heightened the likelihood of robust storm systems. The warm ocean currents act as a catalyst, contributing to the formation of intense storms that have the potential to bring substantial rainfall to California. This raises the prospect of a rainy winter for the state, with implications for water resources and overall weather patterns. It is important to note that this El Niño event is accompanied by the presence of oceanic downwelling Kelvin waves. These waves result from the movement of a thick, warm layer of the Pacific Ocean shifting eastward. This movement creates an expansive ocean-wide wave that traverses the vast expanse of the Pacific, taking 2 to 3 months to reach the shores of California. As meteorologists track the development of this El Niño event and its associated phenomena, there is anticipation of heightened storm activity and increased precipitation. The potential for a rainy winter brings opportunities and challenges, with considerations for water resources, flooding risks, and overall resilience to changing weather patterns. Kelvin waves introduce a distinctive aspect to our understanding of oceanic changes, setting them apart from the familiar crashing waves that grace our shores. Unlike the brisk and visually striking waves we commonly witness, Kelvin waves exhibit a notably gradual movement, ambling along at just a few meters per second. David G. DeWitt, the director of the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration's Climate Prediction Center, explains this characteristic, emphasizing that despite their unhurried pace, Kelvin waves can induce changes in sea level. What further distinguishes them is the lasting nature of this effect. The influence of Kelvin waves extends over several months due to their leisurely progression, reflecting their prolonged impact on sea level. Notably, Kelvin waves have the ability to reach heightened amplitudes when encountering shallower waters. As these waves navigate into less profound expanses, their energy intensifies, increasing their amplitude. This phenomenon illustrates how the characteristics of Kelvin waves evolve as they interact with varying depths. Basically, Kelvin waves contribute a unique dimension to oceanic phenomena. Their unhurried journey and prolonged effects on sea level highlight the intricacies of these waves, offering a glimpse into the subtle yet impactful forces that shape our coastal environments. Understanding these distinctions enriches our comprehension of oceanic processes and their broader implications for the relationship between the sea and the shore. Gary Griggs, a seasoned professor of earth sciences at UC Santa Cruz, provides valuable insights into what